that this is a software which is sold only to governments. And I think that's something which is, we already knew that. But again, as the New York Times piece underlines, that it's very closely choreographed between NSO, the Israeli government, and then whichever government it's sold to. So if it has been found in use in India, then it's most likely through the Indian government.
Exactly. So the only people NSOs are allowed to sell to are official law enforcement agencies, usually intelligence services, but can also be police forces or other kind of law enforcement agencies like the FBI. I think the Project Pegasus that Forbidden Stories, the organization Phineas is affiliated with, that they led, and The Wire and Haaretz were all part of, showed that there was a wish list. Yeah, this wish list is the wish list of a government client. And if you look at all the different potential targets that were in India, it's very hard to imagine who else it could be. I think the one point I would want to add is that we tend to think of governments as, falling into different categories. And of course that's true. Some countries are more democratic than others, some are more liberal than others. But if you look at the wide spectrum of all the different countries that have used it, generally countries misuse this. Once someone has this technology, it can be misused. Even Israel, which is a democratic country, at least by its own standards, it would authorize the sale to itself. Even here, there was some misuse of this technology. And in that sense, it's not surprising that when it reaches illiberal democracies, for example, countries like Hungary, right, then it's very not surprising that it's abused there. And in that sense, I look less at who the government is and generally fear this kind of technology reaching anyone's hands.
Right.
And I would also add that it's very possible that there are more people alongside NSO. This deal that India made was $2 billion. It's very likely there are many other firms in Israel that offer similar or different services. And I would not be surprised if NSO's Pegasus is the only one now active in India.